Hello everyone, it is me, Gentleman. I'm doing the Q&A now. Yeah, after I made my Frick Bears video, I decided, you know what? Now we're doing the Q&A. So our first question comes from my boy, the Carbohydrates or Carbonated, Mr. Carbonated himself. And he asks, what are your genuine thoughts on NGC as a whole? Genuine thoughts? I think it's really fascinating, like, the concept of, like, your version of the game is personalized, which none of, like, the concepts really clicked for me, except for NGC, because something about the nature of, like, the cartridge and the story is really alluring to me. I don't know if that's the proper way to describe it, but yeah, that is how I feel about NGC as a whole. Hell Knight asks, how big of a fan are you of ULTRAKILL? And I have to say, I'm a big fan. I love ULTRAKILL. I mean, it's hit game ULTRAKILL. I love ULTRAKILL. It makes me feel good when I kill people in game. This game gives me dopamine overload. I need more dopamine. This game is pure dopamine, honestly. I love this game. This next question comes from another friend of the channel, Gene Simon. And he asks, how hyped are you for Niji's Quest? HGP inversion version. I'm fucking it up. I'm very excited for it, because what he has shown off so far is really cool. I'm not gonna show anything, I'm not gonna spoil it, I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, but I recommend you check out NGC Inversion, because it is a very good story. I like it quite a bit. Check it out. Anyway, next question. This one comes from JLBS Mama. 3 questions. 1. If you ever made a joke NGC story, what would it be named? 2. What is your favorite Notster? And 3. Are there any obscure Toho shows that you have watched? Like Kaiju OG, Captain Ultra, etc. Okay, answering the first one, I had this idea for a joke, like, NGC story, where it's just like, it's literally just 2011X, except he's like, instead of Sonic, he's just obsessed with Godzilla, so he just decides to do all of his evil crap, except you get to play as Godzilla. And you get to do all the unnecessary violent murders because the funny evil demon creature that has existed before time and space. But, you know, since he really wasn't conscious or sentient back then, he was just kind of just mass out there. I'm explaining Sonic.exe lore. I'm gonna shut up now. Question 2. What is my favorite Notster? I've thought about this quite a bit. I am very split between Mogira and, it's either Mogira or the Chimera, which, does the Chimera even count as a Notster, because it's kind of its own thing? But I think Mogira really speaks to me. I don't know, I just think he's sick. Mogira, or Gazora too. It's tied between Gazora and Mogira. Yeah, that is my answer for question 2. Why did it cut off there? My answer for question 2. Question 3. This is gonna be a controversial one. I know this is gonna be... Everyone's gonna hate me for this, but Zilla the series. Zilla the animated series, I am a massive fan of. I know I'm a chud. I know I'm a loser for thinking that I don't know. The story of the American version of Godzilla, he is different. He doesn't really represent Godzilla at all, really, because, like, Godzilla's about the tragedy of nuclear warfare and the everlasting consequences of it. Zilla is just a giant lizard that destroys cities. But I think Zilla is just cool. I don't know how else to say it. I think he's just cool on his own. If he wasn't Godzilla, I feel like I would still like him, you know? And that show had a lot of really interesting things in it that I just... man, it's just... I like the show. I like the show. Even if it's not popular by most people's opinions, I like it. You guys are gonna crucify me now for saying that. But I mean it. I love Zilla. Even if he is kind of trash. This next question comes from the writer of NGC Missing, my good friend Cheese, and Cheese has 6 questions. 1. If you could change NGC, the original story in any way, how would you do so? 2. Are you a Godzilla fan? 3. Do you like dogs? 4. Does your dog like the president? Favorite NGC character, canon or fan theory, like evil? And 6. Can I have like 20 bucks? Not for anything, I just want the money, like, now, this is a mugging. I would change how Acacius is, like, important to the story, because he just kind of shows up in Zenith, and there's just, like, he's just there, he just shows up there, and he just saves the day at the end, and it just, I don't know, it just feels like he just is there. I feel like, I don't know if, like, they did what they did in, like, the NGC game, like a Yuri's game, and made it so, like, you can, you can see he's, like, been there, and he's an important figure. Because, like, he's just there in the story. He's not really, like, alluded to as important until, like, Zenith happens. So that's my answer for question 1. 2. Am I a Godzilla fan? Yes. My introduction to Godzilla? I actually don't remember what it was exactly. But I remember, I actually don't know what got me into Godzilla. I'm gonna be entirely real. I don't remember. It might have been Zilla. It might have been Zilla. That's my answer for question 2. Yes, I like dogs. I don't know if my dog likes the president. Favorite NGC character? This might sound odd. This might sound very odd. But, I am a big fan of, Snowflake from Penitspasta. Because, I don't know, something about his design just really speaks to me. I like him, I think he's cool, I think he's sick. Yeah, that's pretty much my view on actually, you know what, can I retcon that? Can I retcon I said that? Because, listen. It's very hard to choose a favorite NGC character. But if I had to choose a favorite NGC character, I'm gonna have to pick... This is really hard. I'm gonna save that question for later. And no, I don't have any money on me, Cheese. Unfortunately, I'm dirt broke. I'm dirt cheap and I'm poor. Alright, next question. This next one comes from Godzilla F with Gaming, and he asks, how did I find NGC? I don't know about you, Jano, but personally I found it was Goji73's dramatic reading of it. How I found it was Fish Stick on a Stick. Yes, his video introduced me to NGC. I'm not sure if well, I know he does TF2 videos now, but, I think that video is still up. I think his NGC video is still up. But he is, like, one of my biggest inspirations. Or, like, he's the one who really introduced me to NGC. because, like, I had knowledge of the time of, like, what Godzilla was, because I was kind of a fan. I wasn't as big into it as I am now, but, like, I still think, his video really helped me find my place in, the Godzilla, like, fandom, I'd say. He really introduced me to the nitty-gritty of it all. This next question comes from Alt Chato. The first question is, would you be able to beat Red in a fight if you were in Zack's place? Yes, that includes the Phantom Pain. Probably. Actually, no, probably not. I'm a little bit of a what most people would call a bitch. I'm a bit of a bitch when it comes to, like, pain. I do not take pain very well. With needles, like, yeah, like when I go to the doctor's office, like, needles, I don't care about needles. Like, it just happens. I just gotta sit down and just let the bad pain happen. That just sucks sometimes, but you know, I gotta do it. But no, hell no, I would not last a second in there. And question 2. If you got a one-time button that instantly finished any, but only one fan-made or official NES Godzilla fan story games, anything, what would it be? Well, crazy thing I'm gonna say. The Third Coming. Yeah, T3C. Mostly because, I've seen, or, like, if you are in some of the same spaces I am, Madzilla is a really cool guy who's worked on a lot of projects. That includes Sonic 2011 by, Joe Doughboy. He's also done some other stuff, like, well, obviously NGC, but he also, worked on, Friday Night Monster of Monsters a little bit, I believe. But I do think he is sick. I do think The Third Coming by him, Nitroc, and a couple others. This includes Cosby Daff, of course. But I would love to see what they are cooking down there at Hypernova Interactive. Yes, check them out now. And this last question is from the voice of Swords Machine, Super Breddy, and he asks, if there was ever a Five Nights at Fuckboys-like game that I believe to be similar levels of cinema to Hidious Jorkzilla Penitspasta, and I was to suggest it, would you play it? Yeah, I'd play it. And here's why. Hee-hee-hee-ha. Hee-hee-hee-ha is very... Hee-hee-hee-ha is what I live by. If it's funny, then hell yeah. If it's stupid, hell yeah. If it's a game, hell yeah. But that concludes everything I got from the Q&A. If there are any questions you guys ask, and I'll just, like, during the comments of this video, I'll just answer them in the comments. I'm not making another video responding to comments or whatever. I don't know why I'm clarifying that now and here at this point, but, you know, it's fine. Anyway, I thank you all for listening to my little Q&A thing, and I am very, very proud to have gotten this far. I couldn't have done it without any of you guys. Genuinely, you guys have helped me so much, and I thank you so much just for all of this. So anyway, you know the deal. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.